And now I'd like to introduce PR Manager with Preferred Public Relations, Emma Williams.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me this morning to talk on Chamber University on behalf of public relations and why it matters for your businesses. PR is so essential nowadays, and it helps you stand out, so I hope that this presentation can bring some insight and knowledge to your business, a business you might know, or a business you might be thinking of. A little background quickly on who I am. I'm originally from the Midwest area, Detroit, Michigan. I've been in Las Vegas for about 3.5 years. I graduated from Central Michigan University, Fire Up Chippewas, and ever since being in Las Vegas, I have had the pleasure to work with agencies across the town in segments of hotel and casino, hospitality, entertainment, food and beverage, nonprofit, gaming, startups, you name it. I've probably been involved some way or another or know people who have been in that industry. So to kick it off, we're just going to do a quick definition on what PR is and what the Google definition says.
Give us 1 second, chamber members. Our apologies. I want to welcome back to you Emma Williams, PR Manager with Preferred Public Relations.
Thanks again, and sorry about that interruption. We'll get it rolling for you. So a little bit of what public relations is. A simple Google search will tell you it's a strategic communication that builds a mutually beneficial relationship between media, the community, and an organization or business. Simple that down a little bit, and your PR representatives are storytellers. We create your message. We create your image and your brand, and we share that to the media. We share that to the community. We're compiling who you are in a tone and voice that is specific to your company or your business, and we're resources for that community and for those media members to reach out to us to learn more and to really play on us to help your business grow. So we control those messages, and we manage that image via communications. And to keep it simple, we connect the dots. right, we're back. Sorry about that, technical difficulties, but no worry. Hopefully everybody is still with us and learning and interested about PR. So I had just previously kind of said, your public relations representatives connect the dots. They're out looking at your community members and looking at your media members and seeing what's going to line up for you. Very similar to like a constellation in the sky, all these stars, that's your community. There's so many people, there's so much going on, you can sometimes feel overwhelmed by the opportunities or you just don't know how to navigate, and that's where we come in and we connect those dots. We create constellations for you. PR in its simplest definition is your awareness.
The conference has been muted. The conference has been unmuted. The conference has been muted.
Having relations with that public. It's staying connected in your community. Your PR representatives are there to know your community for you and keep you engaged. Know who the new community members are. Know what businesses are popping up in town. Know who your government officials are or your new dignitaries that are in your zones or in your neighborhoods. Our job is to be in the know and to help you meet these people who are going to be beneficial to growing your company and achieving the success that you see. Not only do we connect you or do we stay connected and engaged with the media and the community, but it's also some of these influencers, and they can be from a television host, a radio host, a social media blogger, people that you want on your side to help send the message in your not normal medium is extremely beneficial, and your PR representatives are out there to engage with those influencers and just kind of know what's going on. So why is PR important for your business? There's tons of reasons why PR is important for your business. Through those connections and that engagement and us crafting that message and telling your story and building your brand, your ultimate goal is media coverage. And media coverage can be a newspaper article, a magazine story, a listing in a calendar, a TV sit-down interview with your local morning show. All of that is classified as media coverage. And over time, the types of media that you secure and that you land for a client establishes legitimacy. You want people to take you and your business seriously, and when they see your name in the paper or they see your business out there, they classify you in a different realm that some other businesses might not be classified as. You get this legitimate placement. You are positioned in a way that you're a professional. And all of that media coverage is building upon that awareness. Once again, that's the ultimate goal of PR, is awareness and being known and recognized for whatever your cause, your business, anything is. And building awareness helps you build a business. You can get more clients, more investors, whatever that building of your business is, it stems from awareness. And then from building your business comes more money, which is the ultimate goal. Every business wants to be financially stable, and PR is just an awesome tool to help you on that growth pattern. Another thing why PR is important for your business is back to your representative. It's their job as being experts to know what's going on in your industry, in the food and beverage world, in the nonprofit world, in the gaming world. And we connect you with some of those industry accolades and awards. So through your media coverage and your awareness that's being out about in the community, we kind of position you and we pitch you and your brand to achieve some of these awards. They can be the Las Vegas Review-Journal's Best of. They can be a J.D. Power Associate. They could be a 5-star Diamond Award for the hospitality industry. I mean, it's our job to know what will fit with you and what we see your business or your organization excelling in, and pitching you to receive these accolades and these awards. Because once you land one of those awards, I mean, it just goes back to that establishing legitimacy. You always want to be able to show off your ego and your brand and say that you are legitimate, and look at all these things that you're doing for the community and you're being recognized for it. Those are those key words we keep bringing up. PR is also important because in today's day and age, crisis can happen at any time. I'm sure everybody here has been hearing about the airlines or hearing about a fast food chain or something that is a crisis, and you need to have a plan and action for it. Your PR team is going to be able to know how to craft those messages appropriately to reach your audience, to keep the problem at bay for the time being. A biggest mistake is a CEO of a company just jumping the gun and making a statement out of passion rather than really making an educational, thoughtful comment or response back. It's very tailored, it's very specific, it changes all the time, but your PR team is so important because we're humans. Crisis can happen at any time, and being able to have someone in your back pocket to send that message to the public if and when a crisis happens is essential. Last thing on why it's important for your business is, we kind of fall under this umbrella with marketing and advertising, and we're not siloed anymore like how we were in the past. PR, marketing, and advertising very much hold hands, and we support one another, and all three of us work together. Your ad buyers are out there putting placements in magazines. Your marketing folks are reinforcing that message over various platforms, and your PR people are sending those messages and reinforcing those messages and creating that awareness. So all of those combined is why PR is it's so great for you. So many people ask, what do we do? What's a day in the life like? Well, to be honest, public relations professionals all across the city, all across the nation will tell you a day in the life isn't a thing. Our days change, our hours change. It's just not something that's typical, the standard every day. We do that branding and that content creation. We are creating your messages and your brand and what we call a press kit, and that can include press releases, media alerts, executive bios, fact sheets, and we house all that stuff. So if you ever needed that to bring to a meeting, your PR team has the most valid, accurate, up-to-date information on your business, and you can use that as a sales kit. I know many clients have taken what we've created for them and have tweaked them slightly for their needs to bring in new business. It shows, once again, you're legitimate, you're credible, you're recognizable. So it's that branding and that messaging and that positioning that has to stay consistent and has to be in the tone of voice that's representative of you. Once you start being recognizable and your awareness is increased within the community, you're going to have some media people knocking at your door, sending your emails, wanting to get images or your logo, information on you for a story they might be writing or a story that they can include you in. So it's our job to handle those media requests. Sometimes they're last minute and the reporter needs you for a 5 a.m. interview in the morning, but you're on vacation. Your PR representative is going to be able to take that opportunity and vet it out and see what's going on and who's going to be the best fit for it and make it happen in a short notice. We're experts at making things happen. So with each media request, you have to vet and explore these opportunities because not every opportunity is going to be a good fit for you. There's so many bloggers and magazines and journalists that are doing great things out there, but you just have to make sure that they're credible. You have to verify them. Vetting and exploring these opportunities for credible inquiries is so valuable and important. A lot of people say good press, any press is good press, and that has some truth to it. But you always want to make sure that who is telling your story on a media platform is credible, is valuable, is going to pique interest to your target audience, is targeting your target audience. You have to really think of what the reach is and who their messaging is going to so you can take full advantage of these opportunities. So your PR rep is a tool. Use them. We are here for you. This is our job. We are experts in our field. It's a full-time job. Many folks think that they can do PR because they know someone or they're really great at speaking, and that's a great start, but really trust us. when we tell you that we're experts in this and we've got your back. You know, we attend various networking and connection seminars and workshops all year long. Like in town, we have the Vegas Young Professionals through the Chamber. We have PRSA, where we are meeting people and networking, and just through word of mouth, through our personal connections, we're always pitching our clients and sharing their message with our friends and the new business people that we're meeting. So we're a walking billboard for you. Why not use us? Encourage us. Encourage your PR folks to attend some of these networking opportunities. Have them get out there and meet people and advocate on your behalf. That's their job. You know, a few other networking opportunities that are great for PR individuals here in town are like Window Media and Greenspun Media Group. You know, they're great, and they're from the journalistic end, and journalists and PR are best friends. You know, they're looking to us for information, and we're looking to them for coverage. So I always encourage folks to take advantage of networking opportunities and get in front of the people that are the movers and shakers here in our town to send your message to and just to tell them all about your business. So the biggest question here, measuring success. You hire a PR person, how do you know if they're going to be successful? How do you know it's going to be worth it in the end? Well, I have to tell you, success is measured differently over each client, for each campaign. It's different. You know, we can measure success by ticket sales. Say you are an organization who puts on music festivals and you're gauging success if you have a sold-out show, a sold-out music festival. You know, it's been your PR representatives who have been behind the scenes pushing that. If you're a restaurant in the food and beverage industry, are you getting great reviews? Are people seeing others talk about you and want to come in and try it? Are you feeding everybody? Do you get reservations nightly? Nonprofit, same thing. Are you receiving new donors, new investors? Are you building that awareness that people know what your cause is and feel compelled to want to donate and be involved? Social media is huge. We live in the world now where it's instant, and many businesses are no longer brick and mortar, and they are just on the digital platforms. So they really care about those social media followers and their Facebook likes and their Instagram likes, because that's how they're getting in front of their audience. So growing your awareness, growing your recognition can be measured differently. I wanted to include a few examples on how I have personally seen PR work at its finest. We had a national story come out about a client we were working with who had a revolutionary idea on mixing the science of alcohol and the science of ice cream into a really great, unique product that was new. And it started out just in its factory here in Las Vegas, and it was very, event-based, and through credible, reliable media coverage and brand recognition and all these tools that we've been able to do for them, within a year, they are now for sale at liquor, wine retailers across the valley. 5 to 6 locations are selling their products because the buyers have seen their press kits, have seen them on TV, have read about them, have seen their legitimate business, and that people are interested. When people in your community support you, it's just going to go back to that building your business and getting more money. For investor relations, you want to show them, if you're a big company trying to go global, say Grimaldi's Pizzeria wanting to expand outside the country, what's been super unique with them is our press has been seen by not only national and local investors, but international investors. And a country that we might not have been going after per se to build a franchise out there, they're reaching out to us. They're seeing what kind of press that they've landed and the types of publications that they've got makes them interested. Startups are always hard to establish legitimacy, and we've worked with a few startups to help bring them their ideas to fruition. And I can't stress enough how important that recognition and that legitimacy is. When you're asking folks to invest into your small business, they need to see that you're credible. They need to see how you're going to continue making money and how you're going to continue sending that message to your audience and to your community to keep them interested. For example, as well, the Las Vegas Natural History Museum is a local nonprofit here in town, and Not many people, surprisingly, might have been there or visited or know that it's just accessible in your own backyard and all the wonderful things that are there. Within the past 2 years working with them, they've received double the amount of memberships annually. New investors and new donors are knocking at their door every day, and your PR team is behind it. They're the ones really pushing your message, and that's what's being seen to these people in the community. I wanted to include these quotes because I think that they are from really great, recognizable individuals in the business world, and I think you would recognize them on how they, being in Fortune 500 companies, multi-million, billion-dollar companies, value PR. So it doesn't have to be huge. You know, it can start small. Warren Buffett said, it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. You need to have a strategic PR team who is going to be there on your behalf to build that reputation, and if that crisis happens, they're going to know exactly what to do to take care of it. They are your experts. They are on your side. Richard Branson, another noticeable name, says publicity is critical. A good PR story is infinitely more effective than a front page ad. And you advertisers out there might agree or disagree, but advertising to me, you know, is so, at times can be so subconscious, and we don't even know we're being affected by advertising when we are. But when you're reading a story on a front page newspaper that is enticing to you and pulls at your passions and sparks your interest and sparks you thinking to go research this company, research this organization, to learn more, I mean, you've done your job. If you've affected one person from your one story who your PR team has been working on for weeks getting this placement, it just impacts that message even more. And so while we all fall under the same umbrella, you know, PR is critical, and that's what folks are looking at to make their decisions. So again, thanks for joining me. I'm with Preferred Public Relations, and feel free to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We are here for you, and we'd love to see how we might be able to help your business grow.
We want to thank Emma Williams for coming in today, PR Manager with Preferred Public Relations. And I also want to thank the rest of you for joining us today for our final lesson this semester. Make sure you join us in September for our fall semester and check out all the Chamber University recordings behind the members-only portal at lcchamber.com. Have a great day.
That's okay. Are we okay?
We're good. I was sorry for I was taking damage.
No, you were good. I hope like